Tom. Welcome to a brand new week. It's actually Wednesday right now. Yesterday was mostly spent working on Custom Smash because I wanted to do a sort of Q&A episode going over all the stuff that I do like in the game. You know, like how I go about my creative process for creating the stages, some of the tricks I do, things like that. And that took a really long time to do because I was like going through like everything and like going through the game and seeing like what stages utilize the tricks that I've already done, what tricks do I want to talk about and show off, all that kind of stuff. And then after that, I did go ahead and restart my computer like from scratch. I downloaded everything that was important onto an external drive, this one right here, and then ended up reinstalling Windows, formatting all my hard drives. Now I'm transferring everything off this hard drive back onto the same hard drives that I just formatted. But anyway, today I'm headed over to Rooster Teeth Productions to play Super Smash Brothers with them. Going into Custom Smash, I pitched the idea. I mentioned this last week. I pitched the idea of playing some of my custom maps with them in Smash Bros. And I guess they took to it. We'll see what else I'll be doing while I'm down there, because I honestly don't really know. Interesting thing about like reinstalling your computer is just having to put everything back on it, and also making sure that whatever settings you have that you want to keep, you either have saved in your computer or stored on like a cloud somewhere. So like Firefox will save your settings based on your login, not based on what's on your computer. Whereas OBS, it's all local, so you have to save like a snapshot of that, so that way it'll work. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see where that comes from. And one of the things I neglected to do for that was the Stream Deck. So that just has the welcome screen on it and nothing else, and it's kind of frustrating. So I'll get around to reprogramming that sometime. Hopefully I'll have time to stream tonight, and by have time I mean get everything situated to the point where I'm able to actually do what I usually do. But yeah, hopefully I'll have time to stream tonight. It is Thursday. I didn't really get much footage from doing the Rooster Teeth thing, but I went down there and we played Gmod. And then afterwards we were going to play Smash Brothers, but it was kind of like late in the day and everyone was kind of like winding down. So I kind of made the decision to be like, I'll do it some other time. So there was that. Gmod was a lot of fun. I feel like I didn't like, I don't know, usually when you have a guest, you kind of want them to like stick out a little bit. I feel like I very much kind of like blended in with everything as kind of a wallflower during that video. So hopefully the people like me. Anyway, what was the other thing I did today or yesterday? Today's Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday, which is when I was doing all that stuff. Yesterday I finished installing all the stuff back onto my old PC. I had like one or two little issues here or there with oh boy, what was it? With a couple of programs that I didn't have the license keys for. But fortunately I was able to find a workaround. And the biggest issue, and when I say workaround, I mean like a completely legal one, because like it was I managed to recover the license keys that I already had, and it was for, it might have only been for one thing, it might have been for a second thing, but anyway, I have a capture device for my Wii U gamepad, and the software for it requires a license key. I don't know where it went. I had no idea like what had happened to it. So I was kind of like panicking and whatnot. And then I remembered that I had transferred over all the old configuration files for the Wii U capture software. And I went into the configuration file for that, and lo and behold, inside there was a product key. You know, was the product key that I had used before. So I managed to get that working. And it really sucks because like Katsukitty's no longer around anymore. Like the people who make those capture devices don't exist anymore. So if I had lost that license key, I'm gonna write that down in like 5 different places. Then I wouldn't be able to use that capture device anymore. Anyway, in a stark contrast to me eating a waffle fry, I did go to the gym today, and I ran for like my usual like 3 miles, and then I walked a little bit after that. I tried to run a little bit more. ultimately I ended up like walking for most like the. I was on the treadmill for 40 minutes and I mostly walked for the last 10 as sort of a cool down. My ankles are sore, but that's to be expected. And I'm starting to think that maybe I didn't give them enough time to recover from the last time I ran like super far, which was like 3 or 4 days ago, because they're really sore right now, and hopefully that'll the recovery for that will get a little bit easier. Anyway, I came home, sort of putzed around for most of the day, and then it was raining really hard. That's one thing I wanted to talk about. It was raining really hard while I was at the gym. So much so that the power went out when I was finishing up on the treadmill. Fortunately, like I said, I was finishing up, so I maybe had like 2 minutes left, and I was just gonna walk it anyway. So power goes out, and I'm like, well, I'm done. So left that as is, and no big deal. Came back home. By the time I got home, it pretty much stopped raining. Z is actually gone right now. He left for to go on a trip to the UK with his family. And as for me, I'm home by myself for the next like week and a half or so, eating my Chick-fil-A, which is kind of funny because this I'm recording this vlog around the same time that the vlog where I got food poisoning from Chick-fil-A comes out. So, hey, here's hoping. Someone had mentioned that food poisoning takes about 8 hours to kick in. So at 2 in the morning, we'll see if I get food poisoning again. Who knows? I mentioned in that vlog, food poisoning didn't stop me from eating Subway. Food poisoning won't stop me from eating Chick-fil-A. Other things might stop me from eating Chick-fil-A. But that's beside the point. Anywho, the rest of the night I'm probably going to try to finish up that special Custom Smash episode. And by finish, I mean start it, because I've got the script written out and I haven't recorded any of it. So I have to record that. And yeah, I'll just see how that goes. And then, if there's time, I do want to stream tonight. I don't think there will be time, but if there's time, I will. Friday, I'm definitely streaming, because tomorrow is... Friday is tomorrow. Tomorrow is when Link's Awakening comes out for the Switch. I played a demo of that at PAX, and it was really good. It was really good. It was a really good... it was faithful to the original in terms of its control scheme. And... not just like the graphical update, but also like there's like little personality details, I guess, that like go into it. Like when you use the Pegasus boots, you know, in the other games you just sort of like run in place for a little while and then charge. When he activates this, he jumps and then he like does a little hop and then like moves his legs like really fast. Then when he lands, that's when he starts going. So just little like touches like that give the characters in game a lot more personality. So I'll be streaming that on that tomorrow, and hopefully it'll go well and people will like. Anyway, I'm gonna finish eating my food and then get back to work. It is Monday. I didn't vlog too much for the other days today, but that's just because I'm going on a trip up to Dallas to visit Donna, and so like the entirety of the rest of the week was just working. Let's see. I did play with Steven and friends on Saturday. I played some Broken Picture Phone. That's always fun. I like Broken Picture Phone a lot. And then streamed a couple games. Link's Awakening for the Switch came out, which is really good. I recommend grabbing it if you haven't played the one on Game Boy or Game Boy Color, because it's a really good game. It's like it's aged fairly well, and the new visuals that they have in it are pretty damn awesome, I must say. But anyway, I actually woke up a little bit late today, and so I was supposed to be on the road like hours ago. So I'm just going to wrap this up super quickly, and then I'll be on the road to Dallas. Several hours have passed since the trip. It was a good trip. Rained a little bit in Dallas. I ate a Whopper. Figured that elicited a reaction. I went to Burger King on the way up here and ate the Impossible Whopper. It's pretty good. Not nearly as like greasy as like your standard burger. I think it's pretty good anyway. Probably not worth the price though. It's pretty damn expensive. Anyway, made it up here. There, Donna.
Hi.
There, Donna. After I got here. Honestly, we took a nap because we were both very tired.
Good nap.
Good nap. Then we went out with her friend Lauren to
Legacy
Hall. Yes, Legacy. It's a really cool place. Like the first floor is like it's like a bar and like a bunch of these like restaurants around, and the second floor is like more seating and like more bars, and the third floor is more seating and more bars. So it's pretty neat. There's also like seating outside. We had to sit through a lot of karaoke coming from the third floor.
Kind of really bad karaoke.
Yep, we weren't singing it, and there was maybe like one or two people who knew what they were doing up there, and everyone else was either off beat or off key. Which one was your favorite? Because mine was probably oh god, who was the one that was singing it off? What was the song that was being sung off beat?
Like every one of them.
That's very true. Yeah, a lot of them were sung off beat.
Well, could you have done better?
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this week. Next week, well, I'm still going to be here for at least a few more days, barring any mishaps that get me kicked out. She look at me all suspicious like.
Better be good, sir.
I'm afraid. Followed up by pretty much nothing else planned except for standard work and whatnot. Gotta get them contents out, including vlogs like this, contributed to by viewers like you. See you all next week. Later.